So, I'm still at the hospital. It's Adrian here. Adrian here, still at the hospital, in the process still of getting treatment for my CAR-T. Um, Basically, at this point, we're getting close to the halfway point of me being in and out. I'm doing a lot of laps at the hospital to keep myself focused, keep things in. I also have managed to finish one of my long form video games, which I would definitely recommend if you're going to be in the hospital doing this for any length of time. Get some video games and play them, or a book, or a puzzle, or something. Something that's good that'll keep you occupied for an appreciable amount of time because you're going to be here for a while and it's very boring. But that's okay. So I'm doing a lot of laps. Yesterday I did 20 plus because I went around the entire perimeter of the cancer center, which was a lot. Not the outside, but the inside department. Um, so I did that. I'm starting to figure out what to order for food. Um, the scrambled eggs are pretty much always a terrible mistake, so don't ever do that. Um, get fruit, get water, get tea. I still haven't had the coffee because I know it'll be vaguely disappointing, but overall, it hasn't been that bad. I've had the same nurse during the day and the same nurse at night for like the last 2 or 3 nights in a row, so that's good too. Um, in general, not too bad. I'm getting really, really, really sick of peeing into a cup, however, which I do pretty much every day, several times a day, because I'm hooked up to this. So when you're hooked up to that, then you have to go to the restroom a lot, which is a big fat bummer, but that's okay too. One thing I've noticed is that no one is really used to actually being on camera. Um, my wonderful wife is taking things around to all of our friends and doing video calls. The only person who seems to actually be used to video calls at this point is me, but that's okay too. Um, she's not even really used to it yet. But they were really careful to not show me what they were having for dinner. I really appreciated that. But anyway, um, so getting closer to the end, um, I did beat my game once. I think I said that. Still eating weird food. Last night was my first good night of sleep ever at the hospital, so that was great. I was really excited about that part. Um, I don't know. I guess other things to notice, one of the things I've noticed about this hospital is that everyone's always rooting for each other. So I'm walking around doing my laps and stuff like I do 1 or 2 times a day, and everyone's like, "Oh man, are you gaining speed as you're going around?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gaining speed." They're like, "Oh, congratulations, you're doing great." Yeah, okay, I'm doing great. Whatever. So that's one thing. Um, in general, it's just being in the hospital and just it's what can you do? You're here. It's best to just get a good attitude early and just kind of go with that, because if you don't do it, then this gets old quick. It is going to get old quick anyway, but it's better to get a good attitude early. I tend to have a really positive attitude anyway, so having a positive attitude is a really big part of this. I think. I mean, without the positive attitude part, um, I've seen a lot of people go downhill because their attitude wasn't a very good attitude at all. Um, have a good attitude. I mean, that's the more positive it is, the better off you're going to be. I've also been hearing from a lot of people I haven't heard from in a long time, which is nice too. But really, the most important thing is A, try to have somebody with you. B, if you can't have somebody with you, be prepared to be alone, have books, have puzzles, have things to divert yourself. C, don't expect to get gourmet food. D, try to sleep. And I guess E, exercise. You gotta exercise. If you don't exercise, you're gonna It's amazing how fast your muscles go downhill. I stood up yesterday from bed and I was like, wow, this is weird. I was a little wobbly. But if you're in bed all day, then you're gonna get wobbly. Sit in chairs, sit on the couch, walk around your room, do whatever you can to not, let your muscles atrophy laying in bed all the time. But let's see, that's about it for now, I guess. Those are my tips for the day. Join me when I do my next video, which I'm sure will be very soon. But in the meantime, stay focused, stay positive. It'll be okay. Talk to you soon.